We're back.
Here we are. They did. They did. I can hear them. I can hear them cheering.
They're cheering. They're cheering for the
They're
pod.
cheering.
Yeah.
We got a three-person episode. It's gonna be sick. It's gonna be nasty.
It's gonna be great.
Yes.
Jason actually said I'll be there, so I don't know when he's coming, but it sounds like he'll be here at some point.
Yeah, it's gonna be like we like to do the news here, right? So let me pick something from 3 or 4 weeks ago. It's just like the beginning of the Talking Heads movie of Stop Making Sense. It's just we're just gonna add people as we go along.
No, I like that. That's a good style for a podcast. You just start with one person, just like,
and then they just come in
talking to themselves.
You just start with David Byrne. I don't really know what to talk about. I guess I might read something from the news. Did you see this? Hey, speaking.
It's a real wildfire.
Speaking of burning down the house,
David Byrne is like, he's got this weird public like he thinks he's autistic, but he's never been diagnosed, but he talks about he thinks he's autistic. Does anybody else know about that? Like,
yeah, no, but I do kind of like that, him being like that though. Like, I could get diagnosed, but I don't need to.
I also, I kind of relate to that. But like, I think there's a lot of older guys in particular that do that. I think
Anthony Hopkins.
Anthony Hopkins say they're autistic, and then they
he says he's autistic. I don't know if he's been. I feel like when you're in that stage of your life, it's like even younger people when they deal with that stuff, if they don't know, it's like doctors say like, well, what a diagnosis is if you're going to do something about it, right? Do you need to do something about this situation? Do you need a diagnosis so that you can get treatment, etc.? And it's like, I'm not trying to say one way or another about any of this stuff. I'm just saying I think that's a valuable perspective to have. And once you're 60, 70 something years old, if you're coming to terms with the fact you're autistic, you probably don't need a diagnosis for you.
Probably,
Why
probably not. It's probably not going to increase the quality of your life at all. I think it's
you used it to be very successul
actor, musician, or whatever. I love trains.
I think. I mean, it's obviously it's very helpful as a child because then hey, it's Jason.
What's up, sorry.
What up, Jason?
Oh, you guys are starting at 8:15. My bad.
No, it's okay. We're doing Jonathan Demme is directing this episode from Beyond the Grave. So like we were just saying, let's catch Jason up on what we just said. Let's just say it all over again.
Yeah, it's great content. Great content.
We're doing it. Yeah, Stop Making Sense.
No, I think actually
we're just adding people as we go along.
That story's probably run its course. I mean, we could probably. There's some really funny stuff I want to talk about. For instance, I can't wait to discuss the Bored Ape NFT festival in Hong Kong, where Jason actually brought this to our attention. But it's everywhere now. But like. Jason was the first person to tell me, and now that it's been a few days, like the details are out that they had like parties and stuff, and apparently instead of using black lights like you would do at a rave or something, they use like actual UV lights for like cleaning, like for like disinfecting things. And Jesus the attendees Christ. Like up to like last I heard it was like 15 different people had to go to the hospital for and like burnt their retinas or something, like they lost their vision, like Jesus Christ.
That is so fucked, man. I can't imagine like losing my eyesight at a fucking Bored Ape festival. Like, imagine trying to like explain that. Like, oh yeah, I lost my eyesight. I went to a rave, and people are like, oh damn, that must have been like a hell of a fucking rave. And then you see the video of it. It's like literally the worst rave you could even imagine. It's like a bunch of dudes with like Supreme hoodies and like fanny packs like draped across their nipples, and they're just like dancing around. There's literally no women at all. I saw one. There was one woman at all at the rave, all the way in the back, and that was it. Yeah, that's a rave right there.
It was like the senior, no, it was like. Did y'all have this experience like in middle school when I was in 8th grade and we were about to graduate to high school or whatever? Like we all went to some sort of like amusement place or whatever, like where there was a pool and like grilling and like fun sports and stuff that I didn't like to do as a kid. But like everybody was like, we're all hanging out. This is our last hurrah or whatever. Like that's what that looked like to me, except it just looked like the part that would let me come in, when I was a kid.
Like, I had an 8th grade dance, like I remember that distinctly, and it was very awkward and
Yeah.
And it was still a better party than what they went to.
Yeah, honestly, at least we got to listen to Vitamin C Graduation or whatever.
They put the edited version of Country Grammar on, and we lost our shit.
But it's a real gift of the Magi situation now that I think about it, because they bought these JPEGs just so that they could get into this exclusive club, and now they can't even look at them anymore.
I'm lost 90% of their value.
How
in like
terrible
a year.
would it be? You can't afford your, eye treatments because you invested in NFTs and you can't sell them now because
No, I imagine a guy who there is just barely enough to pay for it if he sells his NFT, but he will not do it because he will not, he's hodling and he won't let go.
What is the story about? Like, oh yeah, I donated my eyes so that you could see, so you could keep your NFT. And so I sold my NFT so I could get my eyesight back.
There's like a modern day biblical story there, I feel like.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, they're just worth like thousands.
NFT owners to kill their only NFT. Go up on the cliff.
This NFT is worth dozens of hundreds of dollars.
Yeah. Bored Able club.
Call me with the Bored Able game.
The Bored Able club.
I'll never get over how hideous all the NFTs are. I never saw one single series of NFTs that was, just even a one-off of them made me know the entire series was garbage, worthless bullshit. I know they were designed to be like procedurally generated and whatever. That's fine.
Well, it was interesting because I'm sure I told you, I sold 2 NFTs during like the height of the NFT thing, and I wasn't the only one selling. But I wasn't doing like generative stuff. I was like selling my own art. Like I'm being like, hey, because that's what it seemed like, right? And there was a ton of other people at the time doing that, right? Because all digital artists were just like, "Oh shit! Like this is great. I can actually sell my art. Like I'll sell I can sell my digital art, like signed by me, basically, and signed. It seemed like a great idea, but nobody wanted them. I mean, I got lucky. Like they did. Some people did buy them, but people don't want. I quickly realized people don't want fine art. That's not what they're about. Like it's. Right. Literally Pokemon cards. Like that's what they're collecting. It's not like, I'm not even trying to apply any moral significance to it, because that's basically what regular fine art is. But it's just that is what it is. It's like terrible.
Yeah, it really seemed like a way to sort of edge in and gain some legitimacy in the early period. Was to appeal to fine art people, and so you're getting you're getting some legitimacy by getting artists in on it, and also people who tend to spend a lot of money, ridiculous amounts of money on art.
I couldn't believe it. Like the guy was just like, "How about this much ETH for that piece?" And I was like, did the translation? I was like, $600. Yeah, sure, dude. Like you can absolutely have this a deal.
I'm gonna have to
it's
go
a JPEG.
Could you meet me halfway here? Just a little bit more, I think.
Yeah, right.
For my work here.
Can't do it, bud.
Me.
Yeah, the small print says that you're now in a subscription service, so now you have to pay this once a month. So,
or it'll be funged. you'll be funged.
They were kind of cool though. Like, so in the so on NFTs, you can like have it so that there's like a hidden message in the NFT if the only the person who owns it can see the message. So I honestly don't even remember what I put there. I definitely put something, but I genuinely don't remember. I sold that I can never see it again. So it's gone now forever, you know.
I really hope you give the proper instructions for shrivv-maxxing.
That's what I wish. I think I hadn't hit my shriv stride at the time, so
it's funny you were ahead of your time with the shrivv-maxxing because now like the ice cold plunging thing is such like a health trend that the shrivv-maxxing, man, you got a whole angle there.
I've been doing that.
What?
I said I've been doing that, you know?
Yeah.
Right before dates.
Just from the waist down, though, right? You don't get all the way. Because you're not looking for health benefits, per se.
No, God, no. God, no. I'm looking for shrimp benefits. I want my heart to give out when I'm shrivv-maxxing. That's how I know that I did a good job and that it's shriveled enough. I want to die how I lived. Shriveled up and hard. Sucked inside.
Live hard, shriv hard.
Wow.
Anyway, that's
why the good shriv young.
Well, you know,
lived in shriv young.
Use code shrivv-maxx.
Purchase my NFTs
to get your subscription package of shriv NFTs.
Yeah.
New shriv tips.
Shriv tips.
Yeah,
for more shriv tips.
There were thousands of cents. You'll get investment.
Well, you know, it's funny. Everybody compares all the whole crypto. I guess you can call it a bubble at this point because it's popped, I would say. But like the new thing is like, AI is the new tech bro bubble.
Yeah, I mean, which is not untrue for sure. You know,
no,
there's certainly more like objective value in that compared to crypto. Like, but
hopefully we'll see
for sure.
Hopefully,
it doesn't help that Elon Musk, I don't know, just yesterday like rolled out his own AI, which all the headlines I keep seeing for it are like they keep getting worse. Like apparently it's been trained to. Well, first of all, it's named Grok.
So fucking annoying.
Which I'm sure Elon probably named it that.
You imagine like that, like being at the table with him, like as he's naming it. Well, how about we name it Grok? Everyone's like, it's just yes men. That is a great name, sir. Sir, that's a great name. I think we should go with Grok. What do you think? Yes.
It's the same way he picked out all his kids' names.
Yeah, it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Probably even more contentious. Like they actually had done like a marketing study and like had a good name for it, and he was like, "No, we're gonna call it Grok.
The people want Grok."
Why isn't it Grox with the X? I mean,
dude,
he loves X. Like,
that's a great point. Why is it not Grox? Which is also just a better word. It's just a better word.
Yeah,
you can say get your Grox off.
Yeah, exactly. I would use it just for that alone.
Yeah, it's bad. It's bad, but it gets worse because apparently this AI was trained to be in Elon Musk's words, which makes it the worst part. It has a sense of humor. It's designed to have a little humor in its responses and quote unquote love sarcasm.
Love sarcasm.
Fluent sarcasm.
And he demonstrated this by tweeting an answer. If you ask it to teach you how to make cocaine or the recipe for cocaine.
I'm sorry, but can we just mention that it says in the tweet that he's announcing this, it says, it is also based and loves sarcasm.
God damn it.
Fuck God, dude. It makes my skin crawl. It's like I don't want to cringe because I want to kill within me the part that cringes at anything, but
do you think Elon Musk loves Lil B, the base god? I mean, do you think he even knows who that is? I mean,
no.
It is also based, might I add.
In our official marketing push, we called our AI based.
We designed it to be based.
Based on what?
I'm a 50-year-old man. It's based. I designed it so.
This is the thing. How is anyone at this point using the word based anymore? I can't imagine anybody that enjoyed saying based would want to do that ever again.
It's like epic bacon at this point. It truly is. It's like, which I'm surprised Elon doesn't even use that more often.
True, good point. But I also saw another headline that I couldn't bear to click on, but it said that the AI is trained to worship Elon, which I'm just going to take that at face value. I don't need to know anymore. I believe it entirely for exactly what that headline says.
I kind of like that because it's extremely like just the regular God. You know, because it's like, you know, you make your own creation, and then you're like, okay, by the way, you need to worship me all the time.
Oh,
you know, like that's how he has a God complex, but it's like literally a God complex.
But that is so inconvenient. As like, I'm not trying to design something in my image. I'm trying to design something to like, you know, to look up a recipe for cornbread or something. You know, yes, my lord, your supreme holiness, I will find the sacred ingredients for. Like, shut the fuck up! I just need to know. I need the ingredients. You don't have
to caress your balls, sir.
Yeah. I can't wait to find like the Job algorithm and just beat the shit out of it.
Just really fuck your AI's shit up. I like that.
It's grim. It's grim, and it's like, but you know, I think that the difference between you, this is the only difference, Phil, between you and Elon. Oh, it's one of the big differences between you and Elon is Elon does not realize that he is a human, because he's not. So
very ableist of you, but okay.
Can't believe you said that IRL.
I mean, isn't Elon isn't he autistic or something, to just keep with the thread from earlier?
He might be. I think he might be diagnosed. But
it's an Anthony Hopkins situation. I think
it might be an Anthony Hopkins, David Byrne situation.
I think a diagnosis could serve that man.
It might be a Willow Washburn situation.
He's willowing.
Yeah. I think when he gets into trouble, he likes to. No, I don't know. He might actually be diagnosed, but nothing that he does that I would complain about is a result of him being autistic. You know, it's like,
right.
And even if it is, I still hate him.
Yeah, so I guess it's just like our, most recent lamenting of reality because of Elon Musk. I don't even know.
Yeah, hey, we went a couple episodes without really talking about him too much, so that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Did he start it because it was like Groktoberfest or something? He missed that whole entire marketing. He's got to wait a whole year.
Yeah, he fucked that. He's really screwed the
missed it by like 2 days or something, by like a week.
He's too busy focusing on his busted up ass truck.
Introduce it till next year. No, it'll be perfect. It'll be perfect.
Well, before we move away from Elon Musk, just real quick, have you guys seen pictures of the Cybertruck? There's been like tons of them now because there's like what an ugly, like I'm not even like, I honestly am trying to give it like an objective, because I was like, do I just hate him? And I like keep seeing pictures of him. I was like, this is so ugly. It's like ugly in a way that's like so dopey looking. And it doesn't like like you could see what he was trying to do with it, or the team or whatever was trying to build it, and just like they failed at it. Like it just looks stupid.
I think what happened is he said, "Oh, you know, at the time, this is pre Yay anti-Semitic, breakdown." I think he saw Yeezy, and he said, "I want to make something that is like that, but what am I going to make? A truck."
Yeah,
and he was like, "Yeah, this looks like those clothes to me."
A truck that needs duct tape to hold it together and bad welding. Yeah,
it literally looks like those fridges that are like stainless steel, and they always have like disgusting handprints all over them, no matter how much you clean them. That it literally is that. Like it's that like texture and it just looks terrible.
It looks like an industrial fridge that you would order from a place that you wouldn't order an industrial fridge from.
Yeah, that you drive around in like a Nintendo 64 game. It's just like all polygonal.
Exactly, or be like a PS1 game.
A PS1 game about a fridge that you ordered from Temu.
You'd be like the character that you like don't want to like pick in Twisted Metal, you know. It's like just too dated, even in like 1997 or whatever.
Like the unrendered character, they didn't finish it. It's just like, that's the joke. Haha, it's supposed to look like that.
Yeah, I had to get this with my Game Genie.
The Game Genie.
just to tie this all up with a nice little bow, the NFT bros and the Cybertruck buying bros. I saw a tweet that somebody was like lamenting the fact that they bought their Tesla for like 160,000, and they were talking about how much value it was losing every month, which I'm just like, first of all, have you ever bought a car? Like,
it's not even exclusive to Tesla, but okay.
Right. But then he went on to say, like, he said we would be renting these out as like auto taxis or something, like while we sleep. And I was just like,
that's on you, buddy.
Are you kidding me? Like, who is this dumb? Like, who is this?
Those are these bread and butter, though. That's like, there's like those people that you're like, can't even imagine that this guy has enough money, like he makes enough money to buy a $160,000 car, but that's just how society works. So he can.
Yeah, it's funny because I think that vehicle, I'm not sure if it was even a Tesla. I mean, I think it might be on the Tesla car company brands, but it's like, I think it's a vehicle that's not out yet. I think it's like one that was promised, and it was supposed to be like part of the Uber program where it will drive around all night and pretty much pay for itself, you know, on like this self-sufficient auto driving thing that he promised, you know, it's like, which doesn't exist, you know, there's no way. It's like the Teslas are like the most dangerous car on the road today, because like I forget the statistics. It was like something crazy, like how dangerous Teslas are.
Just racking up manslaughter charges for you while you sleep. You like wake up and you're like, God damn it, I killed 5 people. What the fuck?
Fucking incredible how, you know, it really goes to show that if you know, I don't know, the government, the federal government should stop him. I don't know how. The federal government should step in to just stop him.
Sir, you're critically annoying. You're endangering the nation.
Illegally annoying, yeah.
We made up a law.
The UN needs to sanction him so that he cannot use his own Twitter account anymore.
You amended the Constitution.
His fucking robot cars roaming the streets are, you know, shut down like all the vampires when the first vampire is killed or whatever. Like, but it really goes to show like how the disparity between like the way immigrants are treated here, if they're like a white apartheid kind of immigrant versus, you know, any other sort of immigrant. It's like,
honestly, just like, I mean, yeah, sure, there's that racial element too, but there's also just like being rich. Like if you're from money, like, and you could afford being educated at an American school, like you know, like sure, there might be, you're gonna have some base level like racism that you're gonna deal with, but it's nothing compared to like being poor.
Did y'all know that executive order that Biden just passed like a week ago or whatever about AI, like expedites immigration status for people that work in AI? So like Grok could be literally helping people get into the country to you know, buy $160 Teslas and kill people.
I hear like the Israeli troops aren't doing so well, the ground troops in Gaza. So it's like, I just hope they don't recruit all these Tesla vehicles over there and just have self-drive on, and then, you know,
them there, they
go into a herd.
Put them on, and they go ahead.
Mm-hmm. No thanks. Yeah.
It could happen.
You never
could happen here.
Makes me want to die.
Wouldn't be surprised. Yeah.
No.
Well, speaking of vampires, I just saw this right before the show. For some reason, Morbius, I mean, Jared Leto decided to climb the Empire State Building to promote his ban. I don't understand.
And you're sure it's not to promote the re-release of
it
Morbius.
Is, yes. He was in full makeup and fangs and all.
Yeah, put Morbius back in theaters again. Yeah.
Please. You didn't have to do all that. we would have gone on the internet and taken care of this for you, Jared Leto. Like, we could have made
what the fuck is up with this guy?
I don't care.
Like,
I don't like this guy.
No, nobody does. That's the thing is like I don't understand, how do people actually still like Jared Leto? That's what I don't understand. It's like, why? I mean,
he's like evil Jonathan Van Ness.
Wow, yeah.
He's his Wario.
Morbius was one of the greatest movies of all time. Or wait, it was one of the movies of all time. That's what I meant to say.
Yeah,
That's the only thing I can think of he's got going for him. Have any of y'all listened to 30 Seconds from Mars or whatever?
So I
met him
remember.
once.
You met him once? Oh
yeah,
shit!
I went to Lollapalooza and I like made friends with like some random people I'd seen in the crowd over and over again, just randomly in different spots, different shows, different bands. And this one girl, she was like probably a couple years younger than me. And I think I was like 21. So she probably was like 17 or 18. And she's like, oh yeah, I'm going to go meet Jared Leto or whatever. I was like, nah, whatever. And then like, yeah, he like ended up meeting up like there. I was like, oh, hey. and I guess, and then they went out and hung out, and like, that makes sense because she was probably 17 or 18, way too young, you know? So that adds up.
Hey, you want to go climb the Empire State Building?
Yeah, why did he do that? Why did he climb the Empire State Building for? He said
literally, I don't know. I don't understand.
That's so Joker pilled of him.
Yeah, it does say because it has something to do with 30 Seconds to Mars.
Were people yelling jump over and over?
I haven't listened to.
Why don't you consider making decent music? You know, like I love a publicity stunt, but Jesus Christ.
I don't remember what they sound like. I remember I had a friend that like really liked them, but it was like in the early 2000s.
Yeah,
when they were like when they enjoyed some popularity. Maybe they still are popular. I just never hear about them.
Yeah, I saw them once, and they opened up for I think Thrice during the Artist in the Ambulance when that album came out, like kind of peak Thrice. And he did the same thing. He like climbed the side of like the riser, like the lights things and stuff. That was like his thing, was just climbing the set, you know. I don't know. He's like like you know how Pink, she just wears like the bungee cord and dives around the whole entire show. That's her thing, you know. She's like Cirque du Soleil for like 40-year-olds who thinks that's incredible.
It's the fabric, right? It's the fabric.
Yeah, so that's his thing. He likes to climb things. He's like a little weird sex pervert monkey that just climbs things. Yeah, he's an imp.
Okay, well that explains
it. He's like Elon Musk.
He climbs things. He's Elon Monkey.
He climbs, and he's still unreasonably, like, I guess, kind of attractive for at least for his age.
Powered by Gronk.
And that's the thing. I think that is an example of like a dumb, stupid guy who isn't really good at anything that he does, just getting by on looks for his entire life.
God,
it's like
wish that were me.
Right,
I would absolutely be so talentless and worthless.
I'm
just climbing any old fucking thing I can. Look at me! Hey, I'm hot. I look like Jesus, a hot Jesus.
Matt, get off the deli cooler, okay?
Everyone, check it out. Matt's climbing stuff.
Fuck you,
Matt. Get down. Their sandwich is almost ready. Just get down.
Okay, fine.
I don't know. I kind of want to join his cult. Do you have a cult?
Yeah. Does he teach the ways of like shrivv-maxxing Karma Sutra?
Okay,
type
what
stuff,
you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to take your balls out, and and maybe your cock too, and you're gonna want to just splash some cold water on them. That's right.
And you stick an ice cube to him.
Climbing One World Trade Center.
Just bare ass shrivv-maxxing.
Just to do a publicity stunt to expose people to shrivv-maxxing.
Wow, I can support
That's
that.
brave. That is brave. Yeah.
Download my self-help audiobook.
And
How to make your cock small.
Maximize yourself, shrivv-maxx.
shrivv-maxx.
I really didn't even want to talk about Jared Leto. I just wanted to use him as a launching point to bring up Leonardo DiCaprio, another weird lover of women way younger than himself.
At least he's good at something, though.
Yeah,
That's what
true.
I was gonna say. I was gonna bridge. I'm glad I didn't bridge into it because I was gonna say he's like an untalented Leonardo DiCaprio.
No, you killed it. You set it up, and I was gonna jump in on it, but we had too many jokes about shrivv-maxxing to get to.
That's okay. We'll
But
fix
yeah,
it.
I mean, I think we do need to talk about this because I think I first heard about this in a comment section, or like it was probably it had to be screenshots of someone's comment section where people were talking about Leonardo DiCaprio getting his butthole finger blasted by his 25-year-old girlfriend, and
The back
was
button.
like, "What? His back button? Yeah,
he's just trying to find the back button. It doesn't work. It's not working.
Come on." But the particular comments section, the screenshot is pretty funny because there's somebody replying to this person being like, "There's no way that would happen in public where there's paparazzi and stuff," and then they like post the picture, like an actual picture of her hand going behind, or hand wrapped around him going down his boxers, and I'm just like, okay. I had to see that picture several times to be like, what, really? Wait, that's Leo and his girl? I was like, it didn't track for me when I first saw those pictures. I was like,
it looks like just some guy.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize that was him. Was this happening at a performance of Beetlejuice?
It was at 30 Seconds to Mars, right? Yeah.
Yeah. There was a dual performance that night, actually. 30 Seconds for Mars open for Beetlejuice. Lauren Boebert was there, or whatever her name is.
Yeah.
Kelly Boebert. I don't know.
She was using the back button as well. Yeah.
Oh man, I honestly didn't. It doesn't look like she's fingering his asshole. She's getting.
No, a lot of people pointed out that where her wrist is that his butthole would have to be like way too
there's
high.
not. The butthole's not there.
Other people pointed out that she is possibly in transit. That the photo was just taken before.
Oh sure, but
I mean,
okay, I don't think we
I
can
guess.
really. We can't really stretch it.
Otherwise,
I think she's
doing that.
I think she's just putting. They're like intimate, and she's like putting her hand kind of like down his pants, like I don't know.
What if he's like, he's like the back of my balls are itchy. I can't itch them. Can you itch them for me?
Go behind and scratch. Not inside though.
He was method acting.
Yeah,
that's what it was.
Titanic 2 coming soon.
Wow. And how?
Finger blast me like one of your French guys.
So progressive.
I don't know. It's weird. People seem to be. I don't know. Like I think he's like getting points or something because he wants to be finger blasted in public.
Yeah, that's great. But why don't you try getting somebody within like 2 or 3 age brackets?
He's getting his. He's getting his.
Because they won't do it.
He's getting his flower moon killed.
No, Leo, fuck you. I'm not doing that right here. Like, who do you think I am? I'll do it later when we get home. Chill the fuck out.
Right. Well, that's what I'm saying. Also, I don't. I don't think that I support Leonardo DiCaprio getting publicly finger blasted anywhere.
I do because I like that guy.
By anyone. Okay, great. Okay, it's decided.
Willow confirmed prude.
Yeah, I'm anti
finger blasting.
Well, I need to unpack this. What part of it is the problem for you? Is it the public part?
It's just.
Is it the Leo part?
It's the Leo part.
Okay.
It's the Leo part. It's the Leo part, and the fact that means that he's never going to be within 20 years of the person who's doing it.
Okay, fair enough.
Just tighten it up a little bit.
Tighten it up. I think the problem is
Leo.
I
mean, loosen.
That's what I'm saying.
Up, but tighten it up.
Tighten it up, bud, and by loosening it. And don't get finger blasted. Get finger blasted by a woman your age, man. That's all we're saying. Get your whole fingered by a woman.
10 years, 15 years. Come on,
give us 10 at least. Give us 10 at least.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Who are we to say what is love?
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm getting a weird vibe about this. This feels like kink shaming now. Like,
no, that's
blasted by whoever you can get to blast.
I will kink shame any cis
guys. Just
Listen,
guy who just won't
Just-
let it go.
just said
let's check the
male
cloudometer here and see how young can somebody be dating Leo DiCaprio before he gets
Listen,
canceled.
if you half your age and you add 7,
It's not the same.
they
when
can
you have
finger blast you in public if you want, but not if you're Leonardo DiCaprio.
That's the law. That's the law.
He checked the cloudometer. He has the clout to get his finger blasted.
He shouldn't.
Get your finger blaster off my butterfly. Finger blaster
It's
off my-
Butterfinger. Yeah, you got to do a pun on it. It's just
Get your
Butterfinger.
finger off. Get your finger off my
butter
butter
blaster off my butthole.
Is it just me, or does he like look so tense in that picture?
He does.
He just like he looks like he's like in jail or something. He's like
It
so
kinda
tense
reminds
and just.
me- you know
I
the
think
pose
she was
you
actually
always
just
see.
pulling a hair out, like a dog when they get.
It's ingrown. Yeah, go. Oh God.
Yeah. I agree. No, it reminds me of the pose when the guy is like having his girlfriend buy the food or the game at GameStop. You know, it's like I don't have
Behind the
any
back.
money. Pose,
Yeah,
where you're
yeah.
just like, your pants. And see, that's the thing. His pants are falling down. He's got like the boxers like
Yeah.
several inches out, and it's like, baby,
He
can
looks
you
like
please-
dog shit.
Can you please tell them I didn't want pickles on my burger? Like they ruined it. He said he didn't want pickles on his burger. Yes, I'm fingering his butthole. That's none of your business.
I don't care. Mind your business. Mind your business.
It looks like an old Jack Nicholson.
Yeah,
He's
Mary
gonna be Jack Nicholson pilled as hell.
Yeah.
I get. I love that for him personally.
I'm
But
picturing this as the Mary Jane and Peter Parker version of that meme with Drill's face over.
He said he likes his finger. I lost it.
Don't kink shame.
oh man.
He has like front row tickets to the New York Groks.
That'd be a great marketing idea if Elon had any money left for those kind of things.
Oh
Yeah.
man, I'd love to see that guy go broke. Oh, it'd be so funny.
I'm pretty sure he is broke. I'm pretty sure he has no actual money. It's all just
Yeah.
tied up in shit.
Good
that's
call.
quote unquote valuable.
Hmm.
Yeah.
It's not actually valuable.
Good
Well, hey,
man.
this actually came up because I'm kind of confused. Weird transition, I know, but it'll make sense here in a second. And I'm hoping Willow can help me with this. But like, what's going on with?
Oh, so
Bandcamp?
transit. Sorry, go ahead.
Yes, no, that's
He
not
used the
what I
back
meant.
button too many times, and now, yeah, it's sold to somebody else.
Willow, are you proposing a new role on the show? No one can transition between stories unless you transition yourself.
It's only right.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, you got to do at least one. You got to take at least one estrogen.
I'll
I
do it
mean-
live on the show so I can maintain my status. No, but really, the reason I was bringing it up, I said something that has perceived value that doesn't, is that, I mean, I used to use Bandcamp a lot. I'm asking you because I've seen your statuses that you seem to have a pulse on Bandcamp, and I have seen YouTube videos and stuff, and I don't know what's going on, but I used to think Bandcamp was the place as an independent artist if you wanted to release music. That was kind of it. I mean, you have SoundCloud, you can put it on all these distros for like Spotify and stuff, but like
Yeah,
Bandcamp was
well,
like the gold standard. And what happened? Did it get sold or something? I mean, what's been going on?
Sold. Epic Games bought it,
Oh God.
which was incredible, and that was last year, 2 years.
Oh,
ago?
wow.
I can't remember. Epic Games bought it and said, "Listen, we're not going to change anything. It's going to be the same Bandcamp you love." And for all intents and purposes, I believe everything did remain pretty steady. They kept doing Bandcamp Fridays and everything. There weren't any real fundamental changes that you could see happening as far as I could tell. I don't really have my finger on the pulse. I just, I buy music on Bandcamp. I think it's a better way to support artists generally who don't have, representation, especially. But yeah, during that time, a union was formed, Bandcamp United, I believe.
Oh, nice. Wow.
Yeah, and they were making some real headway in organizing and sort of, drawing up their uh, demands and such. And I think they were pretty close to like actually getting somewhere with an agreement, with like a contract. But then Epic suddenly sold Bandcamp to, is it Song Trader with no E or something like that? It's some company that sucks, and is, as soon as they came in, they got rid of basically every Bandcamp United person, I believe.
Oof.
They laid off at least 50% of their workforce.
Wow, so this was just like a month ago, or
this was a month or
recent.
so ago. Yeah,
Wow.
and it is fucking dreadful. And the problem at this point is like there really isn't an alternative to that.
The newest alternative is something that popped up semi recently. There's this guy named Chris Grigg. He plays in the band Woe. He's like a programmer, and I guess he started this new thing called Amp Wall, like AMPWALL. But it's still kind of like in the works. But hopefully Amp Wall takes off and gets better, some funding or a buyer, who knows? But there's some room for growth there. So I'm sorry if you want to continue.
That's beautiful. No, that's beautiful. I have not even heard about that. So that's great news. Because I mean, if there's anything like that gains enough traction to sort of attract, some of the talent, that was forced to leave Bandcamp, I think there's a good chance that something even better could be built out of the ashes. But like, at this point, Bandcamp is,
so like essentially is the worst
pretty much dead to everybody. I think.
Yeah,
but, like,
I mean, it's still
everybody's still using
working.
it.
Yeah. I think like
but,
right now,
as a company, I don't think anybody trusts.
Right. Like, yeah, people are still uploading stuff and treating it like everything's normal, and they're still having Bandcamp Fridays. I think one's coming up like this Friday, I think maybe. But like, I think a lot of people are more timid because they're like, okay, well, what if this folds? What happens to all our purchases? Like, throughout the years, like, where do they go? Do they stay there, or are they just all defunct all of a sudden? Like, so there's a lot of what's going to happen. I'm still buying stuff off of there, but I'm mostly buying vinyl records that come with digital downloads anyways,
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to treat it as like, just enjoying the ride for now and just seeing what happens. But
exactly.
I mean, I had some friends that work for there that got fired, and it's like, it's a bummer. I mean, of course, but yeah, I think everyone's just kind of waiting to see what develops. I don't know. It'll be interesting. I mean, I really hope maybe this company maybe sells it or lets it be independent or something. I don't know. I doubt they'll do that, but I don't know.
Yeah, no, I would hope that they see that
its value.
It's going right. They see its value, and they see that it's losing value in their hands because they massively fucked up. It would be nice if Bandcamp was just outright saved. I would certainly prefer that to everybody having to migrate all their stuff elsewhere, and like you said, like possibly losing all your shit is I have a collection of like, I think like 300 or so things on there. I don't want to lose the digital only stuff. That sucks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I was just gonna say, I mean, when you said that, I was saying it's a great point, because I guess Bandcamp kind of became one of those places in my mind that's like, it's not, but it's in my mind, it's like YouTube or something. It's like the idea that like, oh, you put your shit up there and it's like, I don't have to worry about it. Like, yeah, of course I want to back up all my music and stuff and have it somewhere. But I was kind of like always in the back of my mind that like, oh yeah, if I put this on Bandcamp, like it'll be there like for the posterity, like and now all of a sudden I'm like, oh well, yeah, like that's fucked up. That might not actually be the truth. And it would be way weirder if something like YouTube was suddenly like, oh, it's gonna be gone or something. But like
For
Bank
sure.
kind of was close to that to me, you know, and then
Yeah.
it was weird to kind of get the
Absolutely.
vibe that like, oh, well, the company is catching flack and people are moving away from it for, I guess it just sounds like for just labor abuses, you know, it's just like their reputation is falling out. Nothing about the business model is like preying on artists or anything yet, but it feels like it
Right.
could go that way.
It could
And
easily go that way, yeah, judging by the shit that the company is into and what they seem to be planning for it. I think I saw some talk, I don't know how much it's just like sort of rumor mill type bullshit. They intend to focus a lot of their resources on like allowing artists to license their music for like ads or
marketing
games
stuff
or something. Yeah. Something like that, and it all seems not great. It all seems like it's going in the wrong direction. But like as Jason said, it could really go either way, and hopefully.
Well, it's all. I just feel like so much of this shit is like this is like the end game for a lot of these sites, right? Like, not like end game as in like anybody's planning for it. Just like that's the way that like all the markets are going. Like this technology shit. Like
yeah,
like even like I've used YouTube. I mean, we've all used YouTube forever, but it's also like I've always had ad block on it because I cannot stand ads. Like I fucking hate them. And like I would just like even when I don't really watch TV, but even when I watch TV, I would like mute the ad or even like and just like look away because I find them irritating. Like they're like viscerally.
Yeah.
Like, and I know some people like they don't care, they're indifferent to it. But like they're now starting to like push that you can't use ad block while using YouTube. Now, so far, it like will warn me and say like you can't use it, and then I just hit okay, and then it just everything is fine. But I'm gonna find I'll just keep doing. I'm gonna do it until they find every way to block me from blocking them. To stop me from blocking.
Several people talking about this that people can't get around it. People have been posting like crazy workarounds, like use the Brave browser with these three fucking plugins, and some people still being like, I did that and it still doesn't fucking work, and I'm just like, wow, this is fucked. Like, but I do get it. It's a business model. Like they do have to make money somehow, and like, I mean,
I just wish there was like a public service, like that's
right.
that's what is so terrible is that like because it's like these things become so the monoliths that are like YouTube is where you host videos, right? And like and the fact that it's like a for-profit company is fucked up because it's like because now you're beholden to all this bullshit that like they can censor you because it's not like the whole conversation between like of like it being free speech is always so fucked because so many people are like they can't even begin to talk about it because they don't even understand what it is they're talking about. It's like, no, this is not like, you're not talking about free speech. It's like that. This is like, it's not free speech. It's literally like this corporation can decide who can say what they can say. And like, so, and when it agrees with you, when you agree with it, you go, great, it's working. Everything's great. But if they don't give a shit, it's just like, they're trying to make a buck. Like,
they're beholdен to investors and they're beholden to the advertisers that are buying ad space. It's that, and that's it.
Yep. And anything else is just like they're just weighing their options for how much backlash they're going to get for any particular move they do, right?
Yeah, right.
I, for one, support that before really anything else, YouTube should be a public service. And then hopefully after that, healthcare and maybe
first things first, YouTube.
we need to get Bernie on this.
Yeah, let me see. Bernie reacts.
Zoomers on board.
Live Bernie reacts.
Hillary reacts. Beginning of the platform. This is you start with YouTube, then you go for healthcare, and then eventually communism. Look, that's just how it happens.
That's how it works. That's the ball.
Have you guys seen? This is going to be such a bumper, but have you seen Bernie talking about Israel?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Don't. Yeah. It's okay. We don't have to get too into it, but it was difficult to watch the several clips that I subjected myself to because I really wanted to just know. I know, I don't know what I was expecting.
It just, I mean, for somebody in his position, it's just like there's not going to be anything good. Like, I mean, he's in a very.
It could not be bad. It could not be terrible. But yeah,
I agree.
Mm.
But
Yeah,
I'm just saying, like, being a senator of America, you're probably going to be. There's a high likelihood you're going to be pro-Israel. I'm just saying, like, it's just,
I mean, what 90% of them are, which sucks. I mean, I guess they're all under the whatever payola is from Israel, whatever lobbyist that is. I forget the name of it, but there's a whole list too of how much people are getting paid from them, which is fantastic. So you can look at that and decide, oh yeah, I'm not going to vote for that person again.
Mm-hmm.
But also like here in Pennsylvania, we have like Fetterman, and Fetterman was like a progressive that everyone believed in. And then now he's like, yeah, like pro-Israel. Everyone's like, fuck you. Like, you suck so bad. Like, it's just
many
like gone
cases
now. Yeah. Everyone's just like, oh my God, what are happening? What's happening? Yeah. So,
yeah, I think the today, I believe it was today, maybe it was yesterday that, people keep, pressing Biden on, is there any possibility of calling for a ceasefire? And he said, no, absolutely not. Like he's just like, he's done with dealing with the issue or whatever. And it's like, man, enjoy your no votes next year.
Dude,
enjoy burning in hell.
Have you seen his
5 years? Probably.
Have you seen his approval ratings? They're cratering with like everybody. Like his base is absolutely turning on him, like really bad. I mean, and things could change before the election, like they always can. But this is not good. That's like that. And the front runner is Trump. Like again, like he's Trump is beating him right now.
Did you guys watch any of that? The little debates or clips from the Republican GOP debate?
I didn't actually.
There's one good clip of DeSantis like walking out after everything was done. It was kind of like commercial break, and he's like walking off, and you can tell he's wearing like heel lifts to make him taller.
Oh yeah, I did
so
see
he's
that
like
one.
walking all like awkward. Oh, that was so funny.
It literally looks so like, and they're like so much more awkward looking than just if he were actually wearing heels, because they're like hidden heels. So they're like. So it's like foot. You can just see his foot is like this. So he's like, it's really terrible, dude. It's so bad. It's so bad. Like, just wear platform shoes. It's less humiliating. Get a pair of platform Doc Martens. Become alt DeSantis, and you're good, man. That is less humiliating.
For real. Or, why don't you just try being a fucking short king?
Yeah,
we love short kings.
He's not even that short. That's the worst part. Is he's like, I think he's like he's over 6 foot, but he needs that extra little he needs the extra like thing. Crazy, man. Like,
I would love to see him get taller every single time. Every time he goes hands, every time you see him. Yeah. Just like Uncle Sam.
He's
still wearing like
stretching surgery.
With his incredibly normal-looking body and face.
How tall is Trump? I'm pretty sure it's got to be just because Trump.
I think Trump claims he's 6'3", but I think he's supposed to be like 6'1".
I didn't even have to finish typing it, and Google told me.
Yeah.
So there you go. DeSantis has got to, measure up.
He's got to. Yeah, that's the most important part of being a politician.
If he bought my book, he would know to shriv and to make himself small. Smaller.
That's what we need. We need a shrivved president. I'm ready to say it, and not in a Joe Biden way, because he's definitely shrivved, but in the
brain way, not
in the brain way and the body way. Penis is frustratingly normal looking.
Matt, please tell me about this hijacking of $300,000 worth of rare Japanese Kit Kats.
Oh hell yeah!
Is this real?
So apparently, yeah. So this guy, Danny Tang, his company Bokusu, purchased a large shipment of unique Japanese Kit Kat flavors for $110,000, anticipating selling them in the U.S. for a significant profit. The sweets journeyed from the Pacific, and then were temporarily stored in California. And a broker was paid to transport to New Jersey for $13,000. However, he fell victim to a scam with a person named Tristan.
Well, that was your first mistake. You don't ever trust Tristan. Come on now.
And he claimed to transport the Kit Kats, but instead initiated a complex theft. And he stole the Kit Kats.
What was complex about it, I wonder?
I don't know. I didn't read the whole thing, but the summary here says, despite communications suggesting that Kit Kats were en route, they never left California and were racked up storage fees instead.
I'm just blown away that there's this much capital in Kit Kats. Like,
and they're also like they're a perishable commodity. That's like the thing where it's like, what do you like? You can't just keep them forever. They have to be like in a place where, like, if it gets too hot, they're ruined. You know, it's like
they're one giant Kit Kat. Yeah.
But you're
can't
forgetting
give me a break of that anymore.
You're forgetting the concentration of rich weebs in
that's true.
On the West Coast in particular.
Yeah, have you ever had a green tea Kit Kat? They're delicious. They're amazing.
Right. Yeah. I see those fun flavors sometimes when I'm scrolling my feed and I'm like, God damn it, that's not a normal one. I'm not going to be able to find that. If I could had a little black market sort of channel to get those.
You can make like Kit Kat Go, like Pokemon Go, but it's Kit Kats, and you got to find them.
This is so funny though. Like, if you think about it, like what is it about the Kit Kat? There's nothing about it that they need to be made in Japan. It's like, okay, you want these flavors like matcha and what? I mean, like Kit Kats were made in America. You could easily just make these flavors here. Like, it's just like
there's some convoluted sort of trading scheme going on here where I think the Kit Kats equal some conversion of some other sort of goods and
Bored Apes.
Right, there you go. You know what?
Melon Kit Kats are not. You can't make them here in America. It's like champagne, right?
It's illegal. You can't have that concentration. The concentration of melon in the Kit Kat can only be here.
The ingredients have to be
14% or under
from America to Japan and back to America. That's what makes them good.
Exactly. It's that aging process, on the musty hold of the ship. You get that perfect sweetness out of the melon, and it's beautiful. But I think Tristan was again. We're back to our convoluted gift of the Magi situation. He was stealing the Kit Kats so that he could, sell them for his friend who recently had his eyes burned out at the Bored Ape Club convention thing.
He's like, who's pressing my back button? I can't see. Who's pressing my back button? Keep going.
I'm just imagining what I would do if I fell into $300,000 worth of Kit Kats.
What would you like? Make a new company called like Dig Dog or something, like new rapper, and just like bootleg side hustle them. Dig Dog.
I would be like Walter White. Like, I would just be like, recruiting. I don't know who sells Kit Kats on the street or something. You want this rare melon Kit Kat, man?
But selling like Lucy's. Like, here's one of them here.
First one's free. First one's free.
Yeah. You want more?
That's
Tristan
really
is the Jesse of this situation, I believe.
Street value of over $1 million. Do you understand? I'm just imagining now the picture of the cops with like the melon and the matcha.
Yeah, they're all melted, but that makes them more valuable, you see.
You know the street value of these Kit Kats? You could sell each one individually for over $10 a stick.
Get on the ground! He just shoots a dog. He's got Kit Kats! He's got Kit Kats!
They're melon flavored. Shoot him!
Melon flavored!
Kill him.
Shoot his dog again!
That might be a Dig Dog.
A Dig Dog. It's a rapper Dig Dog.
Well, I like the.
I was thinking of like what Ice-T says, in Law and Order is like, yeah, the kid was flipping Dig Dogs down, and in the alleyway, he was getting his back button pressed, and.
Special Kit Kat unit.
I like that.
I like that there's emails in the story from the guy, Tristan. Time for some coming clean. I'm actually a scammer.
The classic scammer move where they tell you.
Yeah, where they come clean, a week after.
Yeah, bizarre story. Yeah,
Classic
I don't know where
Tristan.
else to go from here other than going to get my back button blown out.
Phil,
that
we need to cook.
Gotta
make some melon Kit Kat.
Get the white chocolate and the melon artificial flavoring, Jesse.
We're being bought by Epic Games.
Mr. White, it's illegal here. We can't get the melon. Stupid bitch.
That's probably a good place to leave it for now. All right, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of The Succ. As always, make sure you join our group, The Succ Shame Posting. The Discord is in the show notes. You can join us there. And if you really like the show, subscribe on Patreon and Spotify. You get special rewards there, like our back buttons are on display, and we have some of the rare Kit Kats. I hate to admit it. Tristan is actually a friend of ours.
he's going to be a guest next week on the
Tristan.
podcast. Yeah.
The durian Kit Kat is the only ones he would give us, though.
Yeah.
They're kind of stinky.
Yeah, they are. So please take them off our hands. And yeah, this fucking record right here.
Hey.
Yeah, it's not out yet. Everyone pre-order the new Dream Unending Worm split from 20 Buck Spin. And make me work harder than I should. It's just nonstop of constant 11-hour days and trying to catch up to 1 million orders. But this was the B1 variant. So this one's sold out, but we might have some extra ones.
It's beautiful.
It's
tie dye.
So fucking pretty. Yeah,
that's really nice.
That is nice.
We love it.
All right, everybody. Also, when you order that, send a little note that says, hire someone to help Jason.
No, do not do that. Yeah. That overtime's mine. Yeah.
No,
all right,
just
everybody. Have a great
just
night.
make it $21 then, okay?
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.